was looking like this. All right, a very, hey, I'll let your imagination run wild. You can think of any adjective you want. I was looking like well, I was a very, very big boy. And now, today, I'm looking like this, all right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not Dwayne The Rock Johnson or anything. But, lads, I feel like you can tell the difference between the two pictures, all right? And I even had people, like, I posted it on Instagram, the side-by-side. I had people, obviously, people were lovely. Like, thank you so much to everybody in the comments down below on Instagram, on everywhere. But I had a few people, like, they were like, this is fake. Like, what's the AI app you use to edit this, bro? Need that. Like, people thought it was fake. But also, a lot of people were, like, reaching out privately and, like, messaging me saying, like, oh, you know, that you've really inspired me. You know, what did you do? How did you do it? So I thought I could, to be fair, I could have just replied to the people that said that, but I thought, hey, let's make a YouTube video on it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, like, I'm not forcing a BS guy down your throat. I'm not here to make money off weight loss or whatever. And I guess I should preface this by saying, he said it. He said it. I'm not a coach. I'm not a personal trainer. I don't really know, but obviously something's gone right for me. So I thought, yeah, I would literally, I wrote on my phone, on my notes app, like pretty much, but basically what I did. Yeah, I do want to start by saying, so obviously this is a large difference here, but I also went on like a weight loss journey before, which most of you, well, not most of you, some of you guys will probably remember. Here is like here, to be fair, this one I'm probably a little bit heavier in, but yeah, I went from that to this. And this was in 2022. So to be honest with you, this was like 2 years ago. And if we compare the two pictures from here and here, there's not much difference. Like, there's a little bit. So I'll explain, like, let's explain it. So yeah, basically this was like my original weight loss journey, which took me from 240 pounds, which if you're, but I don't know why I do it in American, but like basically it took me from 108 kg to 77 kg. So someone can do the maths there. And that's, I'll be honest, that's what I'm at now. I'm 77 kg right now, which is just under 170 pounds. So this picture here and this picture here, I weigh the exact same amount, but you can hopefully see a little difference. Like, don't get me wrong, in 2 years, right? In 2 years, this is not like an insane transformation by any means. I'll be honest, I kind of slacked, but I'm now in the stage of like, it's called, again, I'm going to try and use words, but I apologize if they're wrong. I believe I'm going through a phase of like recomposition right now, which is basically where you try not gain weight, but you just add muscle. So, you know, I'm looking a little bit like, I don't know, there's a word, like, I look a little bit malnourished, to be honest with you, and now I look a little bit more fit. So this is what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm not a coach, I'm not a PT, so take my advice with a pinch of salt, but also I will tell you what I did, but I'm also going to tell you stuff that I would have done, you know, now I've gone through it, whatever, and just hopefully help you lot out. So, yeah, without further ado, boys, I've got a little list on my phone here. Weight loss, all right? Let's just start with the obvious. You've probably heard it a million times, but it's literally, it's not like, this is, there's no secrets, there's no hidden guide. Don't get me wrong, I will try and give you some tips and tricks to help me along the way, but when you go down to it, when you strip it down to the core, to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. It's as simple as that. You need to be in a calorie deficit. Danny, what does a calorie deficit mean? Maybe you're completely new to this. Welcome, all right? A calorie deficit is your, well, I'll Google the exact definition, all right, just so you know I've got the right thing here. A calorie deficit is when a person consumes less calories than they burn. So to put it simply, say I burn 2,000 calories a day, which probably not, probably a little bit higher. Let's just say I burn 2,000 a day, but I'm eating 1,800 a day. I'm in a deficit of 200. Now, this is important because you cannot lose weight unless you are in a calorie deficit. And a lot of this is like, I'll speak about it a lot like later in the video, but this is where a lot of people go wrong. They say, all right, cool, calorie deficit. I need to eat less and do more. Yeah, you do, but there's a good way of going about it. And what I did 4 years ago is you just type in calorie deficit calculator. I mean, they're all the same, but I use this one. It's calculator.net. I'll leave a link in the description down below. It's this website. Yeah, I'll leave a link in the description. But this is what I did 4 years ago, and you know, this worked for me beautifully. And literally, all you do is you type in all your stats, right? So I'm 21. I'm a male. How tall am I in centimeters? I'm 5'10", lads. There's my real height, leaked. 5'10" in centimeters. 60 in, what? No, 5'10" in, what was that? 177.8. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm messing this up completely.
1 hour later.
That's not right. Oh, fuck. 5'10" in centimeters. There we go. Right. So basically, you put all your details in, yeah? And you say, what activity? So right now, like, be honest here. Don't, like, if you don't do a lot of exercise, don't put extra active, all right? But I would say I'm active, all right? And then you click calculate, and then bang, you get these stats, all right? So maintain weight, mild weight loss, blah, blah. So basically, all I'd recommend, all I did was look at your maintenance weight. This is the weight, like, if you eat this amount of calories every day, and it's all different to everybody else. This is why some people say, oh, make sure you eat 2,000 calories a day. It's all different. Someone might be watching this that are, like, you know, your height and weight and your activity level all plays a play. So if you want to lose weight, make sure you're doing this yourself and not just taking someone else's word. So basically, take your maintenance weight, which is, for me, 2,761. That means if I eat that amount of calories every single day for the rest of my life, I will stay this weight forever. Now, what I did was get my maintenance weight, 2,761, right? Go in a calculator, or you probably could just use your brain. But you get your maintenance weight, for me, that right there. And then what I want you to do is take away 300 to 500, depending on, like, you know, how much you want to do. Let's just meet in the middle with, say, 400. Boom. So what I would do is just eat 2,361 calories, which means I'm in a deficit of 400 every single day. Now, let me drop you some bull knowledge, all right? Basically, 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. We're going to get numbers here, all right? Just stay with me. 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories, right? So that means if I'm in a deficit of 400 calories every day, 7 days, that's 2,800, all right? And then that's 1 week, right? Then we times that by 4, which is a month. Boom. So that means I have done that, right? 11,200. Again, sorry, this is like maths class here. But basically, over the course of a month, if I do a 400 calorie deficit every day, I would have lost 3.2 pounds. 3.2 pounds of fat. Again, and, you know, the more deficit you're in, the better. But that's where it gets a bit techie. If I'm in a deficit of 500, which personally I was, I minus my maintenance calories by 500, which meant every single week I was losing a pound a week, basically. But this is where people they go wrong. All right, they go wrong. They'd be like, all right, so what I just explained there, if I'm in a deficit of 400 or whatever, I'm not, you know, you're not losing a pound a week, right? A pound is 3,500. You're losing 2,800. You're not losing a pound a week, and you get maybe frustrated or whatever. So normally what people would do, they'd be in a deficit of like 1,000 or whatever. They'd practically, not even practically, they'd just starve themselves, all right? They would just like not eat a lot. And yeah, you'll lose weight. You're 100%. If you don't have a lot of calories, you'll lose weight. But my number one tip for a calorie deficit is the top of my list is sustainability. All right, what does that mean? It needs to be sustainable. All right, this is like, at the end of the day, boys, you can't really cheat weight loss. All right, you can't really cheat it. So when I mean it needs to be sustainable, it means, yeah, sure, you could probably, you know, get your maintenance calories, 2,700 for me, and take away 1,000. And then, bosh, you're in a deficit of 1,700. Is that right? Yeah, you're in a deficit of now 1,700, which now is great because you're losing like stupid amount of weight, but it's not sustainable. And you'll see it all the time. People will, you know, oh, it's Monday morning, gym grind starts, I'm going to lose so much weight. And you do for like a week and then you crash. That's why you need to do just a little deficit, 300 to 500, genuinely maximum 500, because that's like a long-term thing. At the end of the day, losing weight is a lifestyle change. You can't you can't live your life for the rest of your life eating 1,500 calories or whatever. Obviously, it's all relative. But yeah, sustainability is my number one, followed by consistency, which kind of just like goes hand in hand. If it's sustainable, it's going to be consistent. Do you know what I mean? And one thing I will say in consistency is make sure you're doing... So honestly, you could probably not even exercise and lose weight just by eating right. All right, diet, you'll hear it all the time. Diet is like pretty much the most important. No, it is the most important thing. I'll let you on a little secret, boys. This little weight loss journey here that took, that lost me, what, 70 pounds of fat or whatever. I did not go to the gym once. I promise you. I did not go to the gym once in this transformation here. All I did was walk an hour every single day. Because for me, I love walking. And that's what I mean by consistency. You need to find what you enjoy. So for me, in this time period, I did not enjoy gym. I tried, I went, I didn't enjoy it, all right? Some would say, oh, it's not there to be enjoyed or whatever. Just go in there and get gains or whatever. But for me, personally, in this time, I didn't enjoy it. And for me to be consistent, and I think for a lot of people to be consistent, you need to enjoy it. At the end of the day, as I keep saying, this is a lifestyle. So, yeah, consistency, enjoy it. Find something you like doing. I love walking, so I walked. Maybe you like running, cycling, swimming, even like badminton or football or basketball or whatever. Find what you enjoy, and then you're just consistently do it. Because when I was going on my walks, I wasn't like, ugh, I need to go on a walk to lose weight. I wanted to go on a walk, and for me, that helps a lot. And what I will say is, you don't have to be perfect. In this transformation, I will focus on this a lot, obviously, because like this is the new transformation, I guess. But this was like the main one because, hey, if it weren't for this one, then I wouldn't have got here. Did you get me? By the way, still a lot of work to be done. I need to get that six-pack, all right? But yeah, you don't have to be perfect in this weight loss journey. So for the 2 years here, this is exactly 2 years apart. Every single Saturday, without fail, every single Saturday, I would have a lovely takeaway. I would have a Chinese, an Indian, Five Guys. Every single Saturday, without fail, I would eat lovely Monday to Friday and Sunday. 6 days a week, I would eat bosh, clean, very nice, whatever, do my walks. Saturday, day off. Didn't do anything. I literally was lazy as ever. And yeah, I had a massive takeaway. Now, for me, it worked. Do you know what I mean? Because the other 6 days a week, I was very disciplined. Maybe you don't have to do it every week. Maybe, if I didn't do that every week, I probably would have lost weight a lot quicker. But again, it's all about the sustainability. If you're 7 days a week, every single day, eating perfect, training, going gym, whatever. For me, it's just, I wouldn't sustain that. Maybe you're different, give it a try or whatever. But yeah, don't be afraid to have a little cheat meal. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to be perfect. One thing I will say, I'll be honest, the only thing I looked at, or the only thing I when it came to tracking food, genuinely the only two things I looked at was calories and protein. That's all I cared about. You'll get people like, oh, don't eat carbs or don't eat fat. I didn't look at any of that. All I looked at was the calories, made sure I stuck to my calorie goal, and just if it had good protein. At this time, this transformation, I didn't have a protein goal. Now I'm trying to build muscle. I do have a protein goal, which I believe they recommend. Let me check this. Basically, I'm having let me just check what the protein goal should be. Again, you can just do the same thing. Protein calculator. Enter your details. And it will tell you how much protein you have a day. So for me, it says here at least 77 to 140. I think the gym guys will say it's half your body weight. I need to find that out. I don't want to give you bad advice. Yeah, here we go. So it's between 1.2 and 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So if I'm 77, the minimum I should be eating a day is 92.4. And I guess there's not really a maximum, but but if it is, it will be 154. So right now I'm eating 150 grams of protein a day. But for me personally, it's not the end of the world if you don't hit your protein goal. But that is one thing I would change in this weight loss journey, because yeah, I look a little bit malnourished. Do you know what I mean? At least now I got a little bit of muscle on me, and that's because I was basically I wasn't too strict on the protein, just the calories, which does work. As I lost fat, but I also lost muscle. So that's the only thing I would change about my journey. Is just make sure you're getting your protein in. And protein's very easy. Protein's extremely easy to get in. Good food, chicken, whatever, chicken, meat. But worst case, lads, look at everyone knows now. There's bloody protein powder, protein shakes, there's protein pancakes, protein oats. Protein's bloody everywhere. Now, obviously, everyone would recommend getting your protein in properly, with, chicken, with meat or whatever. But, Worst case scenario, you need some protein. Just have a protein shake or whatever. It's not going to kill you. It will help you reach your goal. But lads, honestly, I don't know what more I can say. Basically, just to conclude, make sure you're in a calorie deficit, but not a mental one. Just get your maintenance calories from the Calorie website linked in the description. Find out your maintenance calories, subtract it by 300 to 500, stick to it. Don't be afraid to have, a cheat day if you feel like you've deserved it. But obviously, don't make a cheat day don't make it, oh, I had a cheat day yesterday, I want another one. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you're, not strict, but do you know what I mean? Make sure cheat day's not every day. I had it once a week. Maybe every other week would be better. I don't really know. Maybe you could even go once a month. Who knows? It's just what you're capable of doing. Yeah, be in a calorie deficit. Make sure what you're doing is something you enjoy. Find an activity you enjoy. For me, it was walking. For you, it could be absolutely anything. And yeah, stay consistent. Make sure it's sustainable. Lads, make sure it's fun. Losing weight is fun, man. Genuinely, you'll fall in love with the process. I hope this has helped you out, guys. Genuinely, please comment down below. If you need any more advice, if you've watched this whole video, you still, maybe I didn't answer a certain question you had in your head. Comment it down below, lads, and I'll be replying to all the comments, helping you guys out. Again, I'm not a coach. I'm not a PT, so don't take it too much to heart, but I'm just a guy trying to help you out. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please leave me a like and subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys again soon. Peace.